North Korea shock warning, China training fishermen for naval warfare to help Kim. North Korea's allies in China have been training civilian fishermen to engage in naval warfare against South Korea. Pastor Rick Wiles warned. North Korea is expected to receive full support from Beijing in the event of an international conflict against the United States. And now it has been claimed China is training its civilian fishermen to be ready for war. Mr. Wiles said, China has militarized their civilian fishing fleet. They have trained the fishermen to engage in war for the sake of China if China goes to war. The fishermen will also be engaged in naval warfare. More than 40 Chinese boats crossed into South Korean waters on December 19, 2017 before being intercepted. But South Korea's Coast Guard had to fire almost 250 rounds of ammunition at the ships to force them back. The True News founder said, "That was a drill. They are mobilizing for war. Each side is getting ready. They are preparing for the outbreak of hostilities." Kim Jong-un's hermit state continues to boast of its ability to launch a nuclear missile capable of reaching the mainland United States. And many fear a Christmas missile launch is likely as tensions between Pyongyang and Washington remain at a standoff. U.S. President Donald Trump has pressured China and other nations to cut trade and diplomatic ties with North Korea as part of international efforts to dry up Pyongyang's illegal cash flows that could fund its weapons programs. But experts fear Beijing will continue to side with Pyongyang in order to ensure the Kim regime remains in power, thus maintaining the current buffer zone between China and the thousands of U.S. soldiers deployed to South Korea. John Bolton, the former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, warned China and Russia may join forces with North Korea unless the U.S. used preemptive force. He said, "Well, they may be doing something together because of their obvious geographic proximity to North Korea. But the odds of them doing anything together if we'd use preemptive military force against the North Korean nuclear program are between slim and none." After Kim Jong-un's latest missile test, he declared Pyongyang had finally realized the great historic cause of completing the state nuclear force. North Korea's most recent missile test took place on November 29, and the regime said the Hwasong-15 missile flew 590 miles during its 53-minute flight before landing in the sea near Japan.